We're Nctv45.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
At the Confluence Thursday, Doug and Danny, 6 p.m. So a lot of great things happening there. Make sure that you focus in on that. Now, some news from the state as we get and take a gander at that. The U.S. or the State Department telling you that on their tax revenue, as my monitor went out, Pennsylvania collected $3.1 billion in the general fund. That revenue in November, which was $46.4 million, or 1.5 more than anticipated, said Secretary Pat Brown. Now, with that, Mike Kelly chipping in as his newsletter went out this week. And he worked together with Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina to introduce the Child Welfare Provider Inclusion Act. This legislation protects children providers from being discriminated against in accordance with their deeply held religious beliefs and prohibits federal and state and local government agencies that receive adoption assistance funding from discrimination against child welfare services based on providers' unwillingness to take action contrary to their sincere religious beliefs. So thank you for that, Mike Kelly. December 8th, Christmas banquet at the American Legion downtown. Doors open at 5:30. At 6:30, they'll be serving $10 per person. David Gettings will be there along with the color guard. Please RSVP by December 6th, 724-658-3990. Now, as we continue on with Newswatch, here's a great one. And I've been telling you about this, but the time is slowly slipping away from us. These pieces on display at the Hoyt, D.P. Warner and Nancy McGarry Smith, you only got till the 21st. So that's only about 2.5 weeks away, and you'll get caught up with Christmas, so make sure you know about that. Also, Steph Maraca, she has these natural wonders. She's been painting. This goes till January 11th, and this down at the Confluence. Great art, always. And I was just up at the Hoyt last week for the chamber. It's splendid stuff. December 8th, the Planetarium at Westminster will have its Christmas Star show about the Star of Bethlehem. Great time to take the youngsters. Grades 3 and up, it's free and open to the public. So you'll definitely enjoy that. Because you deserve more than just great pizza. You deserve great subs, whether it's Italian, steak, meatball, or the many varieties that they have that will tempt your palate. You deserve more wings as they have great flavors, more salads, and for dessert, more Cita Sticks. It's 4-star pizza. We deliver to. Here's some things to look forward to this weekend, or this week, excuse me. Thursday, Miracle on Main Street. That starts at 4 o'clock down in Zillionople. Doug and Danny, they're going to be at the Confluence December 7th at 6. Also, Tinsel Bar at Quaker Steak and Lube. This is a holiday pop-up. That's taking place at 4 o'clock next Friday. So, some things to look forward to as you motor through your week. And just a lot of great stuff. Hey, I don't know if you made it out there, but the Cascade of Lights, and that's my global type of thing. But Elwood City's got it going on, and Pearson Park, and don't forget Cascade Park. They've got great holiday hours, and this is something that you should really, really check out because it is just gorgeous. I don't know if you've been through. The city does a great job at Cascade Park. It changes every year, so make sure that you check that out. The Hoyt has their holiday open house. You know they're closed on Monday, but Tuesday, call, register a time, and it's stunning. I was at the Chamber Christmas party, up there, and it was just excellent. And you're going to want to stop down to the historic Warner Cascade Theater because they have this array of Christmas goings on, and they are just great.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
Hello and welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner Report. Let's get to the NBA. Well, your Cleveland Cavaliers in action as they little home cooking here as they're at home taking on Orlando. Now, elsewhere, Memphis at Detroit, 7 o'clock. The Sixers on the road taking on Washington, that at 7 o'clock. The Miami Heat, they're in action on the road up in Toronto. Little less heat up there. Brooklyn taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The San Antonio Spurs on the road in Minnesota. That game at 7:30 on ESPN. Now, the Chicago Bulls at home against Charlotte, that at 8 o'clock. Oklahoma City travels to Houston at 8 o'clock. Utah takes on Dallas at 8:30. Portland taking on Golden State, that at 10 o'clock. And then your nightcap features Denver traveling to the LA Clippers, that at 10 o'clock, that on ESPN. Now, as we move over to hockey, and, here you go, your Pittsburgh Penguins in action, and they're on the road taking on Tampa Bay. So let's go Pens. Elsewhere in the NHL, and that's the Dallas Stars. And just so happens, Dallas taking on Florida 7 o'clock, that on TNT. By the way, the Pens are on the plus. Vegas takes on St. Louis at 9 o'clock on the plus, and Carolina taking on Edmonton 9:30 on the plus, or on TNT, excuse me. Now it's time to get over to college basketball. And, understand that a lot of the schools are closing in on finals. Penn State on the road, taking on Maryland, that on the Big Ten Network. Now, and that at 7 o'clock. Robert Morris, they at home, and check that, on the road, taking on Canisius, that at 7 o'clock on the plus. And Youngstown State, they on the road, all the way on the other side of the state, taking on Ohio, 7 o'clock ESPN plus. Maryland Eastern Shore, 7 o'clock, taking on North Carolina State. It's the Dukes of Duquesne taking on Marshall, down in Marshall, 7 o'clock, that game on the plus. Let's go Dukes. Now, as we close out that 7 o'clock hour, Brown at Rhode Island, 7 o'clock on the plus. Moving on to, well, again, 7 o'clock hour, St. Bonaventure at Niagara, that game on the plus. Let's get to 8 o'clock. South Carolina taking on number 24 Clemson. 8 o'clock ACC Network. Keep in mind that the South Carolina Gamecocks came up big against Notre Dame when they played a few weeks ago. Richmond at Northern Iowa, 8 o'clock on the plus. DePaul at Texas A&M at 9 o'clock. West Virginia, let's go Mountaineers, 9 o'clock. They're taking on the Pitt Panthers in the version of the Backyard Brawl. So I didn't see that they were playing Pitt. Let's go have a good game. That at 9 o'clock, that on ESPN too. So whatever your flavor there, that will be a great game. Your nightcap, 10 o'clock, Utah Tech taking on California Baptist. Now, head over to Cedars, get some great food, and by all means, enjoy the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
Sponsorship for this program provided by the Ed and Don DeCarbo Funeral Home and Crematory Incorporated, with 2 locations, 941 South Mill Street, Newcastle, and 3000 Wilmington Road, Neshannock Township.
Today's programming furnished by a grant from Chalala and Carney Florist on Mill Street in Newcastle.
Welcome back, and I told you I was going to give you that lineup. Well, as we get to Wednesday, Scrooge the Musical by Albert Finney, that's at noon on Wednesday. Now on Thursday, Babes in Toyland, Laurel and Hardy, and that'll be at noon. And then as we get to Saturday, we'll go back to Scrooge again. But check those 2 things out at the Warner Cascade Theater. As let's get to the right button. There you go. So Scrooge and Babes in Toyland. Hey, at this time of the year, don't let anybody go hungry. December 15th, they're going to be having that food giveaway. The 16th at Town Mall. Enough food for 1,600 families, and it's while supplies last. Enter the distribution via the Columbus Interbelt at the Town Mall. And just make sure that people have stuff to eat.
Los Amigos! Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good bite to eat, make sure to check out Los Amigos. They got you covered with things such as tacos, burritos, ojete, and don't forget the great chips and salsa they put out for you when you get there. Make sure to check out Los Amigos on West State Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
When you're looking for great Middle Eastern food, it has to be Elham's. Elham's restaurant for great Middle Eastern cuisine that will tempt your palate and satisfy your cravings. Elham's, they're available for catering and so much more. Choose Elham's when you're looking for great Middle Eastern food. Located across from Cascade Park, right on Route 65. It's Elham's.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. And after last night's low of 32 with a snow flurry about, how is your Wednesday looking? Well, there's local radar and creeping in some precipitation, as the national scene will show you. And there we go right there. Precipitation to our northwest, southwest, and cloud cover. Once you get into the Midwest, and we're talking probably Oklahoma, Nebraska, that area, it begins to let up. But that's not going to say that we aren't going to be affected for the next few days. Here you go. Last night, 32 overnight. And snow flurry about. Snow flurries, 38 and 27 for your temperatures, 30% chance. Thursday, we start to dry out, 44 and 32. And the same thing on Friday, 52 and 41. You got to be feeling great about that. Here comes Saturday, 58, 41. Sunshine will give way to rain. 70% chance as the day goes on, setting you up for a rainy Sunday. 50 and 30, 80% chance of rain on Sunday. Here comes your Monday, Karen. And with that, dry skies. 41, 28, slight chance of rain, but nothing to write home about. Here comes your Tuesday, 38 and 20. Front moves through, we get a little chillier. Now, we're going to take a look at the weather chart and then hear from these great sponsors.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Hello and welcome to Newswatch. 30 degrees outside, and it's time to get to the birthdays. Bailey Nacera, happy birthday. Ted Mimo, happy birthday. Samuel Brown Jr., happy birthday. Castro Marco, happy birthday. Lawrence Threets Sr., happy birthday. Jim Pizzone, happy birthday. Kathy Keeler, happy birthday. Michael Jarlin, happy birthday. Jay Holmes, happy birthday. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake and celebrate all week long.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give them Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
And that's going to do it for this edition of Nctv45 Newswatch. Stay with us throughout the day and tune into our great programming. Now, when you get out and about today, make sure that you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, geez, I don't watch a lot of TV, why, you tell them that Nctv45 is available anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule. Why, that's Nctv45. Now, as you go through your day, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again real soon.
NCTV 45, The Train, anytime on your time.